Austin musicians could soon be getting paid more when they're hired by the city. We're talking up to $200 per person per hour for each gig.
The City Council will be voting on the resolution tomorrow. Our Jayla Washington shows us why the city is hoping this move will make others booking performers pay them more too.
Saying that you want to go back to LA. Say you want to quit your job, saying it drives you crazy.
Scott Strickland has been captivating people with his music in Austin for about 10 years. Though he loves what he does, it's not easy.
You're doing a lot of, small gigs to, make ends meet. A lot of the bars don't really pay that much.
His story is just one of hundreds, if not thousands, of musicians in the area, sometimes struggling to make ends meet. It's why the city of Austin is trying to help.
We pay them a certain rate, and we're raising that rate to a premium to kind of signal to the community the value that we place on musicians in hopes that they will also take that cue and raise their pay as well.
Ryan Alter is sponsoring a resolution that proposes paying $200 per musician for groups up to 6 people, $150 for each in a group between 7 and 10 people, and $1,500 for groups of musicians of 10 or more. This would be the standard for all city departments hiring musicians. Currently, there isn't a uniform pay rate across city departments.
This empowers musicians when negotiating rates.
And that is something much appreciated by Strickland.
It's just a shining beacon. It's an example of what musicians define as fair pay. It makes me feel very, very good and reassured that council, city government, mayor, that they're representing us.
Jayla Washington, KXAN News.
And the increased rate will be funded through city departments and the Live Music Fund. Now, the city hires musicians for things like performances in parks and libraries, as well as street festivals. The city set a rate of $100 per hour for musicians in 2012 and last raised it to $150 back in 2016.
And going in depth, this raise comes amid pressure for South by Southwest to pay performers more. The Union of Musicians and Allied Workers started a fair paying campaign against the festival back in February. Last year, South by Southwest paid solo artists $100 and bands $250. Now, they are increasing that to $150 for solo artists and $350 for bands. But South by says most musicians forego pay entirely and instead get compensated by getting badges to the festival.